There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a problem with the bloody Fraps thing starting up. So there we go. We are going to be casting a 4v4 game. We do have our friend xhairymuppetx in there somewhere. There he is. He's one of these guys. Anyway, up the top side, we're going to call Team 1. We do have our blue Terran player, whose name is Space Cowboy. So he's pretty awesome. Teal Terran player, who is xhairymuppetx. And this is his replay pack that we took this from, so we're going to see how this game goes, and we wish him the best of luck. We have our red Terran Gladiator, so he's pretty swisho. And to round out Team 1, we do have a purple Protoss, who's kind of the odd one out, and not just because he's Protoss, if you know what I mean. Sukashi, yes. There we go, so that's Team 1. Down the bottom side, we do have our orange Zerg player, War Machine. You can't get a name much better than that. And there we go. We've got a yellow Terran player who's got a very, very groovy looking thingamy-bob there. That looks pretty awesome. It's like a Transformers type thing. And his name is Backstab. So we can only assume that they've all allied, and they're locked allied because, yeah, I don't think they can unlock allies in 4v4. If this is like a ranked game, I don't think they can do that. Chef Boyardee, I assume that's a reference to Chef Boyardee. Is that some sort of famous person? I really have no idea. It seems like it should be a famous person, or maybe it's a restaurant name or something. Anyway, he's Zerg, and he's pink, so that's pretty cool. Dark green Terran player, Error. And yes, I don't think there's really much more we need to say about that name. And there we go. We're going to continue on with this game. We never really stopped looking at this game, but we're going to go on with it. I've got a nice wall. Looks like there's coming up here. It's like these guys are going to have a wall. This guy is trying to get a wall up all by his lonesome. And I don't think this guy is going to get a wall. He might try, but it's only really important for the players who are going against Zerg to have a wall. Because if you're going against Protoss and Terran, then it's not like a Marine Rush or a Zealot Rush is really going to be stopped with a wall. It's just Lings that you really got to worry about. So there we go. Overlord going in there, going to do a bit of a scout. He's going to see that there are indeed bases over there and that things are going on at those bases. So his worst fears that there is an enemy army and that they do want to kill him, or at least build up bases, is going to be revealed. And obviously that's bad news for everybody all around. But here we go. Not actually much scouting. Usually you try and scout a little bit at the start. At least this guy's going for an early nexus. There we go. This is the ultimate in 4v4. This is basically this is how you just try and stooge your allies. I mean, you basically get a nexus as soon as humanly possible. And I gotta say, these guys are not too bad. He got a gateway and he got a cybernetics core before he got a nexus. I've seen some people, man, they get a nexus as soon as they possibly can, even before a gateway, man. They end up sucking, but at least they got that expansion. So I gotta say, there we go. Reaper's gonna come out, gonna chase that Marine away. Good on him. This guy, what the hell is he doing? There's a Marine down there. He's going to get wiped out. So these guys are going a bit of Reaper harass. I don't know if this blue player is going Reapers as well. It doesn't look like he is. But these two going Reapers. So they should be able to do some damage. Especially if they got shared unit control. They can go out there with the one person. Do quite a bit of damage. Not much else going on. The blue guy, Mr. Bluey, he's going for Starport Tech. He might be going for a quick Banshee harass or something, maybe? Maybe he's just going for Triple M and he wants Medivacs really, really fast. What's Mr. Purple going for? Mr. Purple, he is going for another Robo. Some looks like a heavy ground army. Reapers coming in. Reapers, yeah. They're actually going to push the Queen away. That's not something you see every day. And these guys are going to get flanked. They're chasing the Queen. They finally take it down. But, oh, look at the Lings, man. Lings just going nuts. This one Reaper's like, no, as he just gets pulled apart, man. So that was a nice harass. Managed to get a Queen. It's not often you see a bunch of Reapers take out a Queen, but they managed to do it. and unfortunately they didn't manage to do much else. So there we go, they're all going to die. Actually, they already died, but we go, this one Marine's going to come up. He's going to do something. I think he was attacking that bunker, but it's not going to work. He might come back up, attack the SCV, but there's the Widow Mine, and oh, this Marine, man. Luckily he got shot before the Widow Mine exploded, so that's going to be fine. These guys are coming in. They're just going to be testing the defenses. This is completely walled off at the moment. They just can't go in there. They're going to try the other way, just with one Ling this time. Oh, the Widow Mine takes out the one Ling. Doesn't. Oh, just a tiny bit of splash damage on buildings. A couple more Widow Mines. They're really going to bust through here. But the Widow Mines, man, going to do so much damage. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. Oh, not as much, but, you know, there's still a decent amount. And here they go. They come streaming in. All of these Lings. This Widow Mine might get off a shot on them, but no, they're just too fast. Oh, this blue player is in trouble, man. He is in trouble. These guys are going to come across. You got to start hitting workers. And I don't know what this guy is saying. He's that's got to be a taunt of some kind. It's like, ha ha ha, you guys suck, we're better than you. But he's saying it in a really cool swisho sort of way. And it's probably a quote from a movie as well. But there we go, a bunch of Marines coming in here. And I love it how the player who hasn't actually done anything so far is the one that's making the taunts, man. Yeah, and he's the one that took the expansion out here, man. So I'm not going to say anything bad against him, but I mean, we all know what we're thinking right now. So there we go. These guys managing to chase him away. The blue player, I'm not sure if he's built a single attacking unit yet. I think he had no. This was this player that had Reapers. I'm not sure what this guy's got so far. Has he built anything? Oh yes, he was the Widow Mine guy. He had Widow Mines. He still does have Widow Mines, although the scan coming down. Going to wipe him out. The Marines coming in. And a bunch of Hellions coming out, so that should do some good offensive. But there's some Lings coming out. And oh, this is just so much harass. So much good harass. Very, very nice. Blocking off that wall there. All the Lings going to get wiped out. That Hellion, man, just doing a ballsy job. He only actually got 2 kills, man, but he did a very, very ballsy job there. What the hell are all these other players doing, man? I'm not even paying attention. This one's going Colossus. Orange player. What is he doing? He's got Banelings, man, but he's mainly going Lings. He's just Linging all over the place. This guy, he's going to try and get a command center out. God knows where he's going to expand to. Probably over there somewhere. But he's just been going mass Marines. And that's been working pretty well for him. Green player, tanks. He's going for a tank push, man. He's going to be a mechy sort of bastard. And what's this guy doing? Please tell me somebody is going mutas, man. I cannot stand to see a 4v4 game with no mutas. He's going roaches, man. Why are there no mutas in this game? We want a muta swarm that blots out the sun. That is what we want. Here we go. He's going to go for a gold expansion. He could go for these corners, which are a bit safer. But he's going to go for a gold. And oh, this is just bad luck, because this Marine, I think this Marine's mission is to go check out this expansion, man. And he is going to be a hero Marine just before he dies, because he is going to die very quickly. And there he goes. He sees the expansion coming down there, morphing into a planetary. I don't know if that commander is going to make it at all. His Marines are probably going to go up there, but maybe not, because they see the Reapers. Maybe they're going to back out. Maybe they're all cowards. Cowardly force of Marines running away. And one Marauder's like, you guys, man, just you guys. You guys are just weak, man. Weak. Oh, move it, move it. If you're going to run back to the base, at least do so in a brisk fashion. Brisk. There we go. Mutas. We finally got mutas coming out for our orange Zerg player. He's actually building 2 spires in true 4v4 fashion. He is going for the maximum upgrades that he possibly can. And in true I don't know what I'm really doing bronze player fashion, he has only got 1 worker on each of the gas. So there we go. He's finally getting some more workers in there though. I assume they were running away. There was some sort of harass. There we go. Medevac back here. Dropping off a couple of Widow Mines. He's got a bloody overseer there. So it was obviously attack here before, which has been shoved off somewhat. Barracks over here. Barracks over there. HTM Marine must be going for the mech that he loves so much. And there we go. We've got a Raven coming out for the yellow player. Man, mass Ravens. I haven't seen much of mass Ravens, but when you see the occasional game with mass Ravens, They do so much good, man. Just bombs all over the place. The Marines in that bloody thing are just like, come on, seriously, man. Seriously. Wake up. They're on the radio. Wake up, Commander. We're being fired upon. Wake up. And error, man. Oh, man. I don't care how good he's playing. This guy needs to get wiped out. Like, seriously wiped out, man, because if you go for this much taunting and you haven't made an attack on the enemy, all you've done is expand, then, man, you deserve to be wiped out. That's all I can say. If you pull off some ballsy attacks, man, going in there, doing some stuff, and your opponent, man, even if your opponent, yeah, if you go in there and your opponent does a shocking job of defending, then, I don't know, even then, taunting may be a little bit justified. And if you're two mature players and you go in and do a very impressive attack, maybe, if you like mates and stuff, but no, taunting in this position, man, this guy needs to get wiped out, and ideally hope that backstab helps to take him out, because why not? Here we go, there's an overseer there as well. All the workers just running, man. They know what the deal is. Unfortunately, the mules don't run, and we get to see exactly what it looks like when a mule gets destroyed. Apparently the arms fall off, and then 5 seconds later they disintegrate into the ground and all the parts disappear, man. So there you go, that is a mule death animation for you there. This guy finally going in there. He's going to do a tank harass. He's going to kill the workers here, and I got to say, this is actually a fairly good attack. There's a bunch of Vikings are going to attack this Colossus, so the Colossus are going to be in a bit of trouble here. Going to lose quite a lot of tanks, but the Colossus are going to get hit pretty hard. So I really do like this attack from the Terran player here. I don't like him personally, but I do like this attack. And there he goes. He's going in. He's going to do some stuff. And the Thors, man, Thors should have been doing a bit more on those Vikings. They were doing a bit, not quite enough though. And the tanks with that range, man, hitting the Thors, just He needs some void rays or something, man. He needs something to take these guys out. But there we go, Vikings all over the place, and the purple player is in a lot of trouble. But here we go down the bottom side. Terran player finally building something other than Widow Mines. He's going to go in there. He's going to attack some stuff. He's going to wipe out these outlying bases. And that is definitely a good thing to be doing. We've got some Lings coming over, but those Lings are not going to be able to do anything. Still a bunch of tanks here, and you got to think, why are these tanks dead yet? There we go. HTO Marine going in with his mass Hellbat force, and it's great to see him coming in there, but not with Hellbats, because I'm not sure what these guys can really do versus tanks. They are not designed for hitting tanks, and they're beefy, man. They got some upgrades, but still they're not designed for dealing with tanks, and they are just going to get hit all over the place. They're not even going to be able to take the last tank out, man. They took a lot of them out, and hopefully these forces can just finish off the rest. Go on, one last tank, man. Wipe it out, wipe it out. There we go. And it is gone. All the tanks are gone, and a couple of Stalkers at the front might be able to knock the Vikings off, but the Vikings, of course, have a very, very long range there. They're going to keep harassing them. Purple player is in a bit of trouble here, but finally this green force is going to get pushed away. And I hope having his army defeated will stop him from taunting any other players for at least the next few minutes. But I know he's probably not going to be able to control himself, and he probably will start any minute. So we're going to see how this goes. Bunch of cannons coming down. Cannons, of course, completely and utterly useless against tanks. So I'm not sure about that decision. He really needs to start getting some anti-mech sort of stuff going on. Void Rays would be an excellent choice here. What is he going? He's going to continue going for Colossus. I really not sure if I agree with that too much, but if he goes for a lot of Blink Stalkers as well, then maybe it'll work out. This army's Backstab's army is, it's not looking too bad. Could have more forces, of course, but if you have a look at the army here, man, and look, green player, he's been building up quite well. Of course, he's got the 3 expansions, so he's got quite a lot going for him. And what have we got for income, man? Yeah, look at that. He's nearly on top. The orange player, man. The orange player is going nuts. He's going nuts on 2 bases, though, man. He is going really, really nice. Is he actually... How many mutas does this guy have? Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look at the forces. He has almost no mutas. Did he lose his army or something? I really can't remember. I don't remember seeing that. He's got a bunch of corruptors though. I have a feeling he lost his army. This one Marine, man, just backstabbing the crap out of that command center. He's going to try and turn it into a planetary. We could take bets, but I am going to bet 100% that this guy becomes a planetary before this Marine wipes out this planetary fortress or command center or whatever. Unless he's like stims his ass off, and then even then I don't think he'd be able to do it. So we've got a bit of moves in here. This guy's going to wipe out this hatchery as it comes up again. This guy's going to move in. He's got a single siege tank up there. He's saying, hello, how's it going? These tanks going to move in. The cannons, man, doing some stuff. The cannons took out a few hellbats, but once these guys get into siege mode, man, everything just disappears. Instantly, just everything just disappears. So we're going to see exactly what sort of counter the purple player can pop up this time. It doesn't look like much. The teal player is going to sort of start to move around. He's got a bunch of tanks over there. 2 upgrades. What does this player have? He's got 2. But he's going to have to get past this army first. This army is just like, what the hell? You sent all 3 guys after me? Hang on, I wasn't prepared. Let's just go back and just do this again. And there we go. He's going to run for it. Here we go. The blue player, meanwhile, he's doing a drop up on this ledge sort of thing. We're going to go in there. And they do very well versus corruptors, of course, because corruptors cannot attack ground. So there we go. I don't know if this guy was going for broodlords, but it's not going to happen. And all I can say is he should have gone for a massive mutaforce, because he would have done much better. This player pushing back. This force going over there, he decided he didn't really want to, well, the bases are all dead over there already, so he might push down this side. These forces finally going to get wrapped up, but I think they did take out a lot of workers. Yellow play over here as well as pink. Orange is probably getting the, he's getting yelled at right now because he's not doing much. This base coming in. Colossus getting slightly out of position. He doesn't have the backup of these Thors. He doesn't have the backup of HTO Marine, the teal player. So he's going to get hit quite well. But these guys are ballsy, man. They managed to take out 1 Colossus, but oh, that was just a mistake all over the place. Now this force is going to try and entrap them. There we go. I don't know if it's a good idea. They might be able to do some damage, but they've got to stay together. And right now they're being controlled by different players. And they're being attacked by the yellow player down there. So I don't think it's going to work. They just got a better idea to just get out of there. He really needs some buffer forces to put in front of these Colossus. And this green army, man, I'll tell you what, they're starting to get quite a bit stronger here. And they're very, very good counter against the purple player. So we need to get this, this guy needs to get in the fray, needs to start doing some damage, because right now he has got a very good army. He's got 184. He's just in the lead in front of the green player. So these guys need to clash. They need to do some damage. Pink has got a sizable army coming up as well. Finally have some broodlords. Of course, these guys are going to get wiped out in 2 seconds by any other sort of air army. So, but as long as they're behind these forces, they should be able to lend their damage and do quite well. Do not go that way. You've got to go this way. You've got to face off all these guys. You've got to wipe them out. And there we go. The Thors are unlucky to be in the front line. And I think half of the damage they're taking is probably from the Hellbats trying to get through. But there we go. He's going to siege up any time here. He's going to go in. And I think the Broodlords, these 5 dinky little Broodlords, may actually turn the tide here. Just because otherwise the army is just so... Oh, I don't know. The red player didn't have too much and he's lost most of it. Tanks are going in now, but with this massive Roach Hydra force in which the Broodlords, I think these guys are just going to get slowly wiped out. And I really got to say, very nice army from the green player. The blue player, the teal player, had a nice army, but he didn't have, the other guys didn't have the army they really needed. Red player is just pure Thors, purple player just pure Colossus. You need to have a mix. You need to have a mix. If you don't have a mix, you will die. There we go. That is the lesson for today. If you are watching this game, you need to have a mix or you will die. And there we go. We've got a couple of tanks here. They're going to try and do some damage, but this guy's just going to siege up and start wiping out the workers again. And I mean, why not? Really, just why not? This player is finally like, yeah, let's go and wipe some stuff out, man. Thors, there we go. Thor's going to attack him. Thors need to switch their weapons over, man. There we go. He's got the high impact payload. This is what he needs. But he's running straight into siege tank range. So that is probably not what he needs to do. and he needs to get out there as soon as possible. But I think right now that Team 1 is going to be in a lot of trouble, and he is not switching to high impact payload, man. He is not doing what he should be doing, and it is very bad, and he is going to lose units doing that. What else have we got going on the map? We've got a small force over here. They're going to siege up. They're going to hit some stuff, so that's going to be pretty swisho. Look at these guys. They're going in there. They're setting up some siege tanks. They're going to hit some stuff. Now take out this Nexus. And this Protoss player is like, why did I only build Colossus, man? That was a horrible mistake. I should not have done that. I am just... yeah. He's not doing very well. This guy is going to be attacked here. The blue player, I'm not sure what the blue player is really doing. He's got a nice medevac drop, which came within half a meter of being spotted by the Corruptors, but the Corruptors are just like, yeah, whatever, we don't care. We're going to go help out here. And there we go. Back, man. Back in the game. I don't know. Is this guy a troll, man? Is he just a tool? Is he just a complete wanker? I really can't say. But whatever it is, it makes for some very interesting playstyle. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's a troll. I do think he's a bit of a tool though. And that is, I mean, you gotta have him. 4v4 games, you gotta have him. So there we go. This force just gonna get wiped out. This guy. It would be a lot funnier if you didn't know how to play, but he does have a very nice Terran army in there. A lot of siege tanks doing a lot of damage, so you got to give him props for that, even if he is a bit of a tool. And there we go. Planetary Fortress wiping out some Lings, so that guy's got to be happy about his job. This guy is a Vikings. Should probably land sometime soon. I mean, he's probably forgot about this at the moment. And there we go. Bunch of Hellions. Was Pink? I think Pink was trying to expand there, maybe? And this guy's like, oh, actually, there. This is actually on the other team. I thought this is down the bottom. He's up the top, man. He's moving in. He's taking this base. This is ballsy, man. I still think he's going to lose, but it is ballsy, man. I tell you, it's ballsy. And there we go. Siege tanks all over the place, man. Siege tanks is the name of the game in this game. And, I mean, he's got a critical number of siege tanks, critical number of Vikings. Not really much that can happen at this point. And when he groups up with this player, it's pretty much just game over. So all these guys are going to get wiped out. And this thing is flashing because somebody's attacking it. Ah, look at this guy. He's just in range, man. He's scanning all over the place. And he is going to take down this extractor, man. He is just going to take it down. He is going to show the green player what siege tank play is all about. And I got to say, good on him, man. Just show him how it's done. And do it with some style, man. You don't need to be a tool to pull off some nice siege tank play, man. You just got to go in there. You got to hit the building. You got to get the range right. And it just gets done, man. It's just awesome. And there we go. So he's doing it right there. A bunch more Thors coming out. And this guy went to the Bronze League school of 4v4. Where you get the biggest, baddest unit and you build a crap load of them. Mixing units, man, that's for noobs. Only noobs mix units. Pro players, man, they get a single unit and they build a lot of them. And at the 25-minute mark, they only have 1-1 upgrades, because who needs 2-2 upgrades when you're dealing with Thors, man? They can wipe out entire armies with 1-1 upgrades, man. If you can't detect the sarcasm in my voice, you might need to pay a little bit more attention, okay? Stop doing whatever you're doing on the other monitor. Jump back to this game. It is mildly interesting. There are Thors and tanks. Half these tanks actually just got wiped out, man. They got pincered. Look at this guy, man. This guy's got Thors all over the place. And I gotta say, he's got some tanks as well, man. So he's still alright in my book. We still like this guy because he is getting multiple units. And we like this guy too because... I mean, let's just be honest, man. There is a tool on the other team, so we are going for Team 1. We are going for Team 1. We want them to win. And I've got to say, sorry, pink, orange, and yellow player. I like you guys, but you're unlucky enough to have a tool on your team. So there we go. I'm sorry, but I'm not going for you guys anymore. I mean, another day, maybe, you can have my support, but right now, it's just not going to happen. So there we go. We've got a bunch of ultras out on the field. No weapons, but 4 armor, man. They're pretty beefy. We've still got this corruptor force. Did he save the broodlords? I'm not sure if he did. They're very, very slow. I don't think they would have gotten away. I think he just built these up again. So there we go. Team 1 building a comeback. There we go. Oh, it's so funny. I just caught a last bit of that comments in the middle. And, oh man, he doesn't believe he's in Grandmaster, but we actually know different. He is actually a Grandmaster player. He's actually Masters in this, but this is early in the season, so I guess they don't allow people into Grandmasters until after a few weeks. And, oh man, wipe out this green player. Just wipe him out, destroy him. Teammates turn on him, wipe him out. He is a tool. He's a tool. I'm sorry. If I lose a subscription from this player, because I keep calling him a tool, then I am just going to have to deal with it. I like to treat all players as nicely as I can, but I just cannot stop calling this player a tool, because that's what he is. He is a tool, and I hope he knows it. And there we go. We're going to keep going on. This player, he's starting to get his siege tank army up again, starting to get some Vikings. He got wiped out quite a bit. I think he saved these Vikings from a previous encounter. He's got 3-3 on the tanks. He's got 3-0. He hasn't got any air attack yet. He probably should start working on that. Right now he's just working on units. So these guys doing a bit of attack. Small force versus small force. These siege tanks though, once they get up, man, they're just going to be very scary. And here comes a couple of Broodlords. Just sort of, I don't know how to describe how slow Broodlords go, but they go very slowly. And with 2 Vikings left, I'm not sure how much they can do, but do not put these guys on attack move. Once these guys go over the cliff, the blue player's turned on, man. He will wipe them out. You do not. There he goes. Run back, run back. The Marines are stimming in. You stupid, stupid Broodlords. Oh, he almost lost one, man. So close. Here he goes. An attack in there. More Broodlords, more Corruptors, more tanks. We're taking out this red player's base, and the red player's like, but dude, I had Thors. I mean, I had like Thors. I mean, seriously, how can I lose with Thors? And we gotta say, man, you know, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is alright. Here we go. We are going to define it once and for all. Noob versus noob. This red player is a noob, man. He's obviously, he's just going for Thors because he likes them and they're big and they do lots of damage, but he's not a Diamond player or a Masters player by any stretch of the imagination, but he goes in there and he does it, and he does some good stuff and he tries, and that's what a noob is. A noob is a person who's cool, but is not an expert at the game by any length. In fact, he's usually the opposite of an expert. Now, a noob, on the other hand, actually, we can't call this guy a noob. I'm sorry, we can't call him a noob, because noobs are guys who don't know what they're doing, but don't listen to feedback, and are usually tools as well. So, but this guy, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to play, so we can't call him a noob. He is definitely not a noob, because he knows how to play. But there he is. He is a tool. And there we go. Now, just for your definition, this buy, if there was not another tool on the other team, if these guys were all cool, and HTO Marine said buy at this point when he was wiping them out, I would say that was a tool comment, and I would say that HTO Mario was a tool, but he is responding to a tool, he is giving the tool back some of his own medicine, and that is cool, man. Not all players will do that, some will take the moral high ground, but, I mean, it's fine. It's a matter of preference, and you are not going to get any bags from me from tooling back on a tool, man. I mean, it's basically as soon as one guy starts tooling around, it's open season on the tool remarks. So there we go. This going in, doing a nice push. These guys, massive amount of Marines, they're going to stim in there. They're going to take out all these siege tanks. He's still not got an overwhelming army, but he's doing pretty well. Bunch more Vikings, so they should do a bunch more damage. HTO Marine proving why he is a Grandmaster player by going in there, doing a lot of damage. Green player still has a bunch of siege tanks all over the place. And red player, man. So there he goes. He's still going for siege tanks. No, sorry, not siege tanks. Thors. He's still on 1-1 upgrades. And I gotta say, man, I gotta say, man, he's going there. He's doing some stuff, but he really is a noob. Not noob, noob. It sometimes gets lost in mistranslation, but there we go. I still like the guy. He's still a cool guy. I mean, he's playing Starcraft, and he's not a tool, so that makes him a cool guy automatically. And there we go. Bunch of players leaving. They've obviously had enough of getting owned by the other team. And there we go. We have a ping over here. Oh, there's a bunch of siege tanks, man. This player's actually left the game, but he is still going. And he is hitting HTO Mario, man. And that is not cool. It is not cool at all. I suppose actually it's like the enemy, so it probably is, you know. It's not definitely an uncool statement. There you go, bunch of ultras, man, and the ultras are just like, ah, go in and own your ass. Of course, they can't speak English, so they're doing whatever the Zerg translation of go in and own your ass is, but they're doing a pretty good job. These guys dropping in, going to do quite a bit of damage. I think it's enough to take these guys out. They're too close in for the siege tanks to hit them, so they've got to wipe out this force. That's pretty sweet. Bunch of ultras around here. But these ultras are all by their lonesome now. I don't think there's anybody else left. Maybe the green player's still left, man. Like the ultimate tool he is, man. He cannot leave the game until he has pissed somebody off a little bit more. He cannot just get wiped. The only way he will leave the game is if his army is completely decimated, man. And until that happens, he is going to go out there and he is going to keep trying to piss people off. And you know, when he gets the most minor of victories, he is going to make a tool comment about that, man. He is going to wipe out an SCV. And he's going to be like, there, suck it, bitches. And he is going to be a total tool about it. I'm sorry, he hasn't made any tool comments that recently, but it's there. I mean, he's there, he's done it, he opened the door, man, and I have gone all the way in, man. I am all the way in, and I am just all over the place, man. There's no turning back from it now. But here we go. Bunch of Thors coming in, 3-3 upgrades. They see the ultras. They do not want to go against an ultra tank army, man. They want to wait for some backups for our blue player. The blue player's like, hey, medevacs, marines, man, let's go do it. And these guys need to synchronize their watches a little bit because they're not synchronized at the moment. Oh, look at the red player, man. He's going for it. He's the ultimate noob, man. You give him an A for effort and a C- for skill. But there we go. An A for effort is nothing. Absolutely nothing to be laughed at, man, because an A for effort is what gets you an A for skill in the long run, if you keep playing. Now, there are a small, very rare number of people who consistently play and just don't have any natural talent and just get stuck in Bronze League. I am one of them. I cannot get above Bronze League no matter how hard I try, unless I forget everything, but that's just there. But I've got a natural talent for casting, not for playing, but for casting. So maybe this red player should take up casting, man. Maybe he should. Maybe that's just the thing. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to have too many commentators out there because they will steal all my subscribers, and that is generally not. But I will make an exception in the case of Mr. Gladiator here. You can go out with my blessing and show us how good you are. Oh my god, that poor tank, man. Oh, it's so close. There's mules, man. He's dropping mules all over the place. Genius. Genius. The other player's doing it as well, man. That's it. Get the splash damage going, man. You are genius. That is why you're in Grandmaster, man. Just a genius move there. He's unsieging all his tanks. He's finally cottoned on. And here comes the army moving in, man. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant play, man. I gotta love these guys. It's brilliant. He's hogging these guys at the back, which is bad. You don't want to hog the guys, but he's taking out a lot of forces, man. He's doing some really good play here. The blue player needs to get in position. He would have liked a flank. A flank would have been beautiful there, but he is going to be in position to take out the ultras, man. And my god, I hope this green player does not win this battle, because if he wins this battle, it's going to be the mother of all tool comments, and I do not think that I can handle it. So there we go, going in. There we go, the Thors are coming in. The noob is coming in. He is going to take out the tanks from the back door, man. He is going to save this game. And I have got to say, man, right at the last minute, the red player coming in is the ultimate noob, but he pulled off the ultimate save in that battle. And there we go. Tool has to suck humble pie, and at least he spits out a GG, which was more than I expect. But there we go. He finishes off the game. Congratulations, man. And I got to say, man, every bad thing I've said about this player in this game, I haven't said bad things, but I haven't said good things. I got to tell you, that timing attack at the end, yeah, the Grandmaster player, man, he was in trouble. He was getting hammered. And the red player, man, the ultimate bronzer, he went in there. He went in for the ultimate counter. He got the timing perfect. He did the job, man, and I gotta say props to him, man. He's playing with the big boys now. He's doing some awesome stuff, and I gotta say, man, that is just that's just awesome, man. That is really, really just awesome, and props to him for doing it. This blue player, man, he's solid. He didn't have the pure tank Thor power that HTO Mario had, but he was very, very solid, man. He was in there. He was all over the place, man. This is your ultimate wingman right here. Space Cowboy, man. He is in the jet next to you. He's flying low. You know that he will keep the bogeys off your tail. And I gotta say, man, HTO Mario, really the man of the game going in there. We know he's a Grandmasters player. We know he's up the top. We know he can take care of business when he needs to, and he took care of business now. And I gotta say, good on him for doing that, but we really didn't expect any less than him. This purple player, man, my God, he went for Colossus. He didn't go for anything else. My God, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. Colossus, man. I mean, Thor's maybe you can get away with it, but not too much. Colossus, you cannot get away with only having Colossus. It just does not work. You need to have Stalkers to back them up, and Zealots, you need to have the bumper. You need to have air-to-air, which is what the Blink Stalkers are for. Colossus by themselves does not work. Oh my God, I'm getting the hiccups. Now, onto the opposing players, man. This guy right here, this orange player, man, he did some very nice Ling harass at the start. He went for Broodlords and Corruptors, man. He did some nice damage. He stayed on top of the other armies. He didn't push in by himself, but he did some nice damage when the armies went in there. I gotta say props for that. And it's very hard to pull off Broodlord and Corruptor armies because Blink Stalkers, all sorts of shit, Thors and stuff like that, do lots of damage to them. But he went in there, he did the damage. He wasn't, I don't think he was a major force though. He was a pending force. I could say he's a major force, but he wasn't making things happen, if you know what I mean. He wasn't going out there. I reckon if he went Mutas instead, he could have had a massive Muta force. He could have stayed away from the Thors. He could have done a lot of economic damage. He could have wiped out a lot of armies. But of course there were Thors all over the map from the opposing player, so maybe it's best that he didn't go Mutas. But that's fine. He did some good stuff. Yellow Terran player, man. He is another solid player. I gotta say, this guy and this guy just solid all the way, man. They didn't go for anything fancy. He went for Marines and tanks. He went for medevacs. He went out there. He didn't go for anything crazy. He got his expansions out. He got his economy up. He's got his army out. He went out there. He did some damage. Just solid, man. Solid players. You gotta love solid players. They don't do anything crazy. They get the army out. They do some damage. They help you out, man. And they contribute to the win. And solid players, man. You cannot have enough of the solid players. Especially when they know their builds and they've got a good build going. Triple M, solid build, solid. There we go. This player, man. Roach Hydra. This is another solid player, man. Very, very solid the entire game. Pushed out for Ultras at the very end of it. So it's showing a bit of flair going for Ultras, but Ultras are also a very solid, very aggressive unit. I very like that end play. So this guy is a very good player. I'd say he's probably Diamond, Platinum or something like that. Did very well. He had the odds stacked against him, unfortunately. These other players just in the end, they just did so much damage. They really wiped him out. These guys maybe didn't work as much as a cohesive unit as much as they could have. And these two, HTO Mario and this guy, really stuck it together, man. Really did some good work together. These guys, not so much for doing good work together. They followed the green player out. They congregated around the green player, but not so much. And there we go. The green player, man. And I will say, first off, the Vikings, man, and the tanks, very, very nice. Going out with some Vikings, going out with some tanks, doing some mad damage. Props. And I gotta say congratulations to him. And now that we've got that over with, you are a major tool, man, and I do not like you as a person. I like your gameplay, but you are a tool, and I hope you know you are a tool, and I hope people whispered you after the game saying, screw you, you are a tool. And there we go. Game over. Thank you very much for watching. And we will try and cast more games in the future. I love 4v4 games. There's so much action. It's constantly full of action. There's action everywhere. And in case you didn't notice, there was a lot of action in that game. I hope I spilled it out all over the place. And I hope it was awesome all over the place. And there we go. This has been Hairy Muppet. Thank you very much for watching. And God, I love this game. This has been Hairy Muppet. See you guys later.